NIO is down to $14. I made a video last week saying that this is the potential price target I would buy NIO at. Listen to this.
To 23, 24 bucks, which would have been a nice swing play. Right now, I don't see these candles nearing the lower Bollinger Band, which to me seems like I could get an even better deal maybe a month down the line. You just have to be patient. So my price target for NIO, where I could consider myself buying, would be if you have another maybe 20% downward move, which would mean the stock is at around, like, I guess that's like around 14 bucks or something like that.
Look at that. NIO stock is at $14 when it was at 18 a couple days ago. That's about a 20% downward move. I think it's time to start accumulating NIO slowly. So welcome back to another video. My name is Adam. On this channel I talk about stocks, cryptocurrencies, and my investment portfolio. And right now I think is the ripe time to pick up a few NIO shares amid a global uncertainty. Not only in general in the stock market, the NASDAQ is in correction territory. The S&P I think is pretty damn close to it. It closed down today, so I think it's like down. I guess we can check that easily after, but especially Chinese stocks, even Alibaba. My Alibaba position, it's like the worst investment I ever made short term. It's below $100 per share. My average price was about $200 a share. So, down 50% is obviously not feeling nice, but year to date, NIO is down 57%. Over the past year, NIO is down 68%. You look at the 5 years, yeah, it's still up 5 years by 42% total. And the max chart is, 42%. And I mean, when you bought it when it was near bankruptcy at around $1.52, you would have made a killing when it was at $61. But after that, the stock just basically plummeted. And I think that this article right here gives a pretty good opinion on NIO stock and why it's plunging. So ADS, American Depository Shares, are down 55% year to date. This decline accelerated in recent weeks. And this company has worked to expand its sales footprint in Europe and to increase its production capacity. But NIO had 4 consecutive months of decreasing vehicle deliveries, due in part, of course, to just supply chain issues that have been affecting most automotive companies globally. Most recently, however, a new operational challenge has been added to its list of other challenges. So NIO is getting hit hard again on Monday as US-listed Chinese companies are looking at more risk of being delisted. So number 1, supply chain issues. Number 2, there's an increased risk of being delisted. So in December 2020, the holding became law, allowing the SEC to delist foreign companies that failed to meet US accounting and audit standards for 3 straight years. This is also why BABA stock is down by 10% today. Oh, that is not good. I mean, I guess it's time to buy some shares. P ratio of 20, which is surprisingly cheap, but it used to be 14. It's just they had a bad quarter. They also got fined like $2.5 billion. Yeah, you look at Max, it's down by 17%. It's cheaper than when it was in 2014. And Alibaba is in an undoubtedly stronger position. From its peak, it's down 74%. I mean, I need to do a separate video on Alibaba. Anyways, so basically that became law, which means that if they fail to comply with their auditing for 3 straight years, they could be delisted. 5 Chinese companies were specifically named as being in danger. Alibaba was not mentioned. Neither NIO nor any other EV maker was on that list, but that hasn't stopped investors from putting a risk premium for potential that it might get delisted. Of course, the geopolitical climate can't help with investor confidence either. There are added uncertainties regarding the prices and availability of many commodities coming from Russia. They're a major nickel exporter, and especially Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Investors may also be weighing on how Europe, the US, and others will view China's position during and after this conflict, because how Ukraine is to China, how Ukraine is to Russia, Taiwan might be to China. So basically, this article is stating that you need to weigh the short-term risk with a long-term potential reward. And I always find it interesting to see how the author here, I guess he takes a pretty neutral stance, saying, it might be a good time, but at the same time, you need to allocate your funds appropriately, knowing that the investment could be lost in a worst case scenario. Investing in equities is tough and it's challenging, right? Like I'm down on my stocks this year. It doesn't feel nice, but this is where I think the real money is being made when you buy into the fear when there's blood on the streets. And so this guy also that owns NIO, the Motley Fool owns and recommends NIO as well. So apparently they think that it's the scale is tipping more towards the rewards. Who knows what price they bought it at, but apparently if they're still holding, they think it's NIO's still at a good price and could go up. So I think that's interesting. If you're taking a look at the technical charts, I actually received one comment on this saying that it's a buy today and a sell tomorrow. NIO is only good for day trading. And I said, fair enough. I don't really know how to respond to that. But anyways, if you're looking at the technical charts, if you're looking at more of a day trading perspective, back when it was at 18, it was at 18 flat, I believe. This was the day. It basically was sitting at the lower Bollinger Band. I don't like stocks when they're sitting at the Bollinger Band. I like to take stocks when they go fully below the lower Bollinger Band, like here. It would have been a pretty good price if you got it at, $20. Wrote it up to, I believe it was like $22. Like the lowest right here was about $18. You could have wrote it all the way to $22, so made a decent profit in a couple of days. Here we're looking at the Bollinger Band that's almost completely below the lower Bollinger Band. If you're patient, it's down by another 2%. If you're patient, you could potentially get this at $13.50, $13. So even better than my price target of $14, and then potentially just trade NIO as a swing play. That's what I honestly might do for the near term future, because of all this volatility. Remember, volatility can be your friend, and maybe this person is right. Maybe you can only swing trade this, only good for day trading. But yeah, let me know. I would love to know what your thoughts are on NIO stock. I think this could be potentially an incredible opportunity. There's so much uncertainty. I'm also probably going to do a video on Alibaba stock. I am not swing trading this. I'm holding this for the long term. This used to be like a $600 billion company. Like literally more than 400 billion wiped off of its market cap. Oof, like NIO is 21 billion market cap. Again, more than half wiped, like a three-quarters wiped off. It used to be close to 100 billion. Jeez, can you imagine? Even other, I guess, EV makers, Lucid, they're down by 5%. They're 35 billion. They're not making nearly as many cars as NIO is. And yeah, from its peak of $55, they're down 61% as well. I play this stock pretty well too if you want to check out my previous videos. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check out more links down below in the description, for example, to my Patreon, as well as to, if you would like to support me, as well as to my Discord. It's totally free. This is a tough time we're living in. Let me know what your thoughts are. And as always, stay safe. Peace. Love you all.